Welcome all to Legends of Raspia, the comedy fiction fantasy real play role-playing podcast with its own unique game, which is designed for anyone to pick up and play. You don't have to be stinky weirdos like the ones depicted in this podcast, but it also doesn't hurt. So pull up a chair, let down your hair, spend a few talks with that old Bardfox. Last time on OLoR, Trope was tunneled off stage, so Eni and Foebear headed to find him and comfort their friend. They also found the Red Bears surrounding and mocking Trope. A petty and sensually charged squabble ensued. However, after realizing that traditional weaponry had no effect on the Force-Beganders, I just made that up, Eni scooped up his companions and hightailed it out of combat. They'll likely go someplace they've never been to before, so the gang doesn't follow them. Oh, nope, they're just going back to the same bar. Whatever. Well, those guys suck.
Yeah, fuck them.
You know what else sucks?
Out of being out of red.
Yeah, that. Which, like, you know, I'm kind of liking, I'm coming around on the red. You know? It's not bad.
Shit, man. I actually haven't even tried blue, to be honest. I should probably give it a shot.
Blue's good too. I'm not saying, I don't think we need to be exclusive. The thing is that, you know, you can like one or the other, you know, but we don't need to be exclusive.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Look, if red is how you guys are doing all this craziness, I'm in, you know.
Listen, has anyone tried yellow yet?
I feel like,
you know, I don't really do it, you know. I don't judge people that do. Not like red. I judge
kind of choosing yellow just feels like you're throwing away a drink. I don't know.
Perfectly good choice at that point, you know. Yeah, I heard, yeah, right on. He reaches over with his hand like this to get like a weird pound because he saw you do it earlier.
Yeah. But he just has paws, right?
Yes, it's very awkward. My arms, they stick out like this. You can see. Yeah,
you keep describing your physical self, and yet we're very much aware. Yeah.
So anyway, I want to say thank you for saving my life, my whole self back there. As you could tell, I'm getting very warm, so they got me just like they did last time. What do you think happened, Foebear? You saw the act. Don't hold back. Tell me how it is. What did I do?
Well, so I liked this song that you chose. I think it's interesting the way that, you know, you can't really tell where the sound comes from.
Yep. Thank you. That's my thing. No one else knows how to do it. So
yeah,
I'm a genius.
A good point.
So.
Would it be rude of me to ask, where does the sound come from?
You don't want to know, buddy.
I think he wants to know. I think that's why he asked.
No. Keep your secrets. I got a few of my own. Sometimes not knowing's better.
I like this guy.
All right, well, you know, I'd tell you all of my secrets, but I'll just lie about my past.
You don't tell me all your secrets. Remember, you were dreaming about that one guy. His name was.
No. We're not going to talk. No, we're not talking about that because that's.
Okay. He stops, but his little tail's wagging. He knows he's messing with you.
Listen, I think your pivot wasn't so much of a pivot. What happened to the stand-up that you were going to do? Weren't you going to do a lot of light-based humor, like, sort of things?
I got up there. I forgot what all my jokes were. It's just reverted, you know?
Okay. That's understandable.
I did a different song. This one was relevant to my favorite types of drinks in a dabba-dee-dabba-dyin kind of way.
Oh, okay.
Why couldn't I have done it? Sorry, please go on. I'm losing my
I was
mind.
just gonna say, that's the jingle from the ads for Blue, isn't it?
That's right, yeah. You know.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so, I don't know, I guess I pooched it.
Oh.
That's another one of my jokes.
That one's pretty good. I think you'll probably only get like a chuckle out of it, but it's not bad.
That is exponentially more than I have ever gotten. Infinitely more.
So I think maybe the thing is that maybe you should pivot into maybe like less so of like a solo act. Have you ever thought about performing with other people that can make noises from somewhere?
When I first started with Kill Hinch, I used to riff with people. That's what it's called. I used to riff. We would hang out. We would sort of talk and stuff. And I watched them do it. I mostly just hung out. They would ask me to do my songs and stuff, and then I guess they were laughing then, but
but who's laughing now? Am I right?
Me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm laughing. Cool. So you guys have you're kind of all catching Enie's breath because he's the only one that did any running. The rest of you guys just kind of like just got carried along. So you guys come to the realization that you are not far from the bar.
Sure.
And as Trope points out, you're likely to beat the Kill Hinch after rush, where the bar gets really, really overpopulated.
Yeah. Let's talk shop. Maybe let's think of other ways to get you out there and realized.
Yeah, well, as we walk and talk, let's do a perception roll real quick. Perception test, of course.
10 perception.
Well, I know you hate when I talk about things you do while I'm watching you while you sleep, but forgive me because we could always do a song, together or something. You were singing and yelling and sleeping while you were sleeping.
Yeah. I haven't really sang a whole lot in a long time. It's kind of like.
It's kind of like what? I'm sorry.
It's just kind of like it's kind of like I said before. It's just kind of like it's kind of more of like a me thing. They really wanted me to like play more music when I was younger, and and it was fine for a time, but it's just I don't know. It's just one of those things. Just one of those things. I don't, if I don't have to, then I don't feel like it.
I guess I get it. I'm not taking this very personally, and I will not have you roll an influence roll to see how I feel about this transgression.
Good. That's great.
I just tapped my foot like this just cuz. Anyway, Enie, what's your special talent? What makes you not a bad idea?
Well, guess I should probably think about that.
I heard you mention Candace earlier.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's kind of a natural talent, isn't it?
Is that like your bandmate or something?
Oh, no, that's just the shit I make.
You meant that literally?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
It makes me question how many times I've gotten that wrong in the past. People tell me something is the shit.
I hear life is.
Ain't no better way to say it.
I got a talent for shanking people.
Well, maybe you could do that on stage.
Yeah, I need some volunteers.
Well, hey, so wait.
I need some volunteers. I'm sorry that took me a second to sink in.
Trope, have you ever seen anyone make it on Kill Hinch? Has anyone ever succeeded? Has anyone ever been realized as like? Is it like? Because I know about the lever for tunneling people, but is there like another lever for like realizing people?
people that do well, that don't get levered, they get to go back in the backstage area, and there's a green room in there, and it's all blue. Just kidding. You get it's green. It's a green room. They all hang out in there. They get to hang out with the legend himself, known as Wummery, which is cool. I always really liked that guy.
Okay, but didn't Hinch say that like this is the way to get realized though?
Well, that's what they say. I mean, that's what he always told me. I guess I don't really know the details of it. You know, ascension, realization. Who's to say what that looks like? But yeah, sometimes ideas, they get there and then they don't keep coming back. So I don't see them burst into flames. Where else could they go? They're not here. They're not flames.
We should check out that green room.
Yeah, we should. You think we could sneak in there?
I guarantee I could. I don't know about you.
I'm sneaky.
In fact, your agility is a little bigger than his, and as I've said before, I've seen it. I can attest.
And I'm a foot taller.
What the fuck is a foot? Anyways.
Oh, yeah.
What's funny is you could actually mean a foot, the length of a foot.
Yeah. It's a one.
Who's
He's Mossbarian foot taller.
Points down. I love that. Yeah. Both of you take a bit because I love that you caught it. I love the idea.
My foot, in fact.
Which is slightly bigger than your foot.
Well, okay, so maybe we don't break into the green room while there are definitely people in there, but maybe we could do that, like, I don't know, in the morning? Something like that?
Or after it's closed up at night.
Or after it's closed up.
You guys talking about not sleeping?
No, I mean maybe tomorrow night.
Well, I mean, I don't even know what would happen if you don't sleep.
Maybe tomorrow night. Oh, you know what? You know who else might know? I met this, so we're passively on our way to the bar, yes?
Correct.
I met this guy, Verdale,
Wait.
the bar.
Oh, here, okay.
Yeah, here. Yeah, here. And he might know a thing. He might know a little more about getting realized. He said he'd been to Raspia before. He'd been through there.
Sounds like it's worth talking to this guy. Chat him up a little.
Yeah.
Think he's there tonight?
Maybe.
You guys, you talking about the V-word man?
Yeah, Verdale, yeah.
Stop saying his name out loud, please.
What do you think he'll come by if I say it some more?
I mean,
like one more time?
I would be very scared if that. Please don't do it. Please don't do it.
Like one more? Like a third time? I'm just saying Verdale? You think that he'll just show up?
All right, go ahead and roll an E-core test as you say it the third time.
That's a nat 20.
That's a nat 1. What?
Oh my god.
So for context, Verdale has a show of his own where he sort of roasts the people of Kill Hinch. He does his best to, it's mostly what he does. He mostly makes fun. He does a lot of that. And that's what the other bullies, I'm being so expositional because of your 20 and my 1 team.
Yep.
The other bullies are fans of Verdale.
Oh, they're the Red Bears. The guys that were just making fun of Trope and stuff?
Exactly.
Shite.
Cool. So, it's one of those like 80s rectangle, like D-cell operated, like put it on your shoulder, like.
Sure.
Well, you now have in your pack the classic radio, the receiver, however you'd like to notate that. And that allows you to tune in to live Kill Hinch, replays of Kill Hinch, and also a litany of other shows, including Red Bear, which is Verdale's joint.
All right, yeah. Let's go to the bar and we'll listen, I guess, as it goes on. Okay?
Cool.
Sounds good.
Let's do a perception as you guys walk into the bar.
11.
9.
So, classic music begins to play as that feeling of sort of dirty comfort washes over you. A sort of an interdimensional dive bar surrounds you, and the usual, your usual interdimensional dive bar types of people and ideas are all hanging out there. What was the result of your perception test? Just one more time.
11.
9/11.
9/11. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget it again.
Yeah, literally. Literally, I could not.
Beautiful. Okay, so with your successful perception, you notice that someone who has a glowing hood has peered over and is looking at just with only their eye visible past the hood, and is looking over at you as you are blaring the Red Bear as you walk into the bar. Let's all do an influence test to see how people feel about this.
16.
10.
Turn that off! You hear one of the more lizard-looking people yell at you. Yeah, we hate the Red Bear. All it does is hate on them talented people. They yell, totally not ripping off a voice from South Park.
Nah, I'm good. No, it's a free Forspa. We can listen to whatever we want.
What was the result of your influence?
16.
They don't look stoked, but they're they accept it. They're not gonna come at you.
Yeah, that's
This isn't
right.
one of the Forsman threat fellas.
Uh-huh.
FTFs.
Uh-huh.
Which is who you got into it before.
Right. They're not gonna say, my friend doesn't like the way you look. I don't like the way you look either, sort of thing.
Should be careful, and then of course, you will be alive because you won't have. Yes, none of that's going to go down as these patrons just sort of. I like the idea of the cantina also playing into this. Throw a splash of cantina in there.
Yes. Interdimensional dive bar cantina.
That's the
Or
familiar
if you got
music
the
that washed.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just the familiar music that washed over us as we entered.
Right, as long as you didn't get the remastered version, in which case it's like.
No, that's the Jabba's Palace one.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, wherever it went went the way of Yub Yub.
Oh yeah. Yub.
Yub.
Man,
Yub nub. Eat. Yeah, I can't remember the words.
man, I love jizz.
Yep.
And again,
Who doesn't?
that's what makes us such a powerful team, buddy.
I just love
Yep.
having jizz in my ears.
Exactly. Like having jizz in my ears puts jizz in my heart. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, exactly. And as long as you have jizz in your heart, you have jizz with you wherever you go.
Oh
A
yeah.
couple people look down the bar and like scoot over. It's just like, I'm not judging, it's just you, a little you, know? Oh, the description, it's your descriptive choices of words.
Jizz
And that's
is
Trope is one of the people scooting over. I don't know what to tell you, sorry.
You say jizz is the canonical name for the style of music in the Cantina bar in the Star Wars universe.
God, I know.
Oh, okay. I just wanted.
I mean, technically Disney retconned it. So,
Yeah, but that doesn't count. Like
it doesn't count.
you can't
You know, if
retcon
they-
the originals
Would you say that would
unless
mean
you're
it
George
ended up
Lucas.
in Forgotten Space?
So
It all came full circle again.
because Disney retconned it, it is now we call it jizz.
Yeah, exactly.
because it's in Forgotten Space. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And again, the canonical tendrils fall gracefully together. So you guys have two actions. We'll say you ordered a couple of drinks. Are you
Yeah,
both going with
actually-
the red?
I kind of want to give yellow a try.
All right.
Throwing away a drink, man. I'm telling you.
I won't know until I try it at least twice.
Awesome. Go ahead and let's throw an E-core if you guys both want to drink your drinks here.
Yeah.
16.
13.
Cool. So the familiar taste of 5 impending advantage washes over you, Eni. And Fauxbear, you kind of start to shoot the yellow, just throw it back, but it's thick. It's very, very viscous, thick like
Yummy.
honey. So you have to kind of wait for it. You're like, and then it like kind of so. But as soon as it hits your tongue, you gain +1 ECOR until slumber.
Ooh.
Yeah, that yellow, it's got a lot of really good ideas behind it, but I mean, I feel like
for
just
nerds.
drinking it's a little bit of a waste.
Right, yellow's for nerds.
Whatever. It tastes great.
Not like blue. He takes
feel
a
like-
sip and gains some confidence back from that awful altercation.
Whatever. I feel like after sipping on this thick yellow substance, I kind of feel like taking off my pants and leaving my red shirt on.
Yellow before blue. You're in the clue. Here, blue before yellow. That'll damn near kill a fellow. Thank you. Okay. So as you guys are sitting there kind of riffing, that was one of your actions. You have another action. Winding down after all that craziness.
I'm just curious, while we're drinking these drinks here, I'm trying to drink it slow.
I have to drink it slow.
Did you, yeah, maybe one day yellow will be more popular, but,
Yeah.
too
Just
slow.
like warm it up, maybe. I don't know. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. So I'm assuming you died in that river too?
So first of all, died might be strong of a word, but no. Yeah. Where I last saw you, I actually grappled onto a rope and saw you and your brother floating on down to the darkness.
Yeah, fell through darkness and shadow.
I tried to save you, but you were flying.
Swallowed a bug. I think that's what did me in, honestly.
Yeah.
That's good.
I grabbed the rope that happens to actually be the well in downtown Caltaria. Made it up nice and clean, and bopped around for a few more rotes, and kind of got shot by a Taurian crossbow bolt. And,
What were you
and-
doing? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Please keep going.
Well, Eni was valiantly fighting off the Taurians, as well as we were defending ourselves against the Sleepy Boba, this giant hermit crabby thing.
Yeah, the Taurians are the empire, right? That's trying to take over your land.
Yeah.
Oh, every reality's got an empire. My God. We go back to Jizz.
But how did you fare in the river?
Like I said, I mean, fell through darkness and shadow, swallow a bug. Next thing I know, here I am. My armor's like kind of lighter colored, but
Okay.
Snips is still red, though.
yeah, that's how I like it.
Cool.
So listen, I'll be real with you, Eni, because I knew you a little bit, kind of, vaguely, somewhat. I
You
don't.
saw me shit, man.
Yeah, and you tried to use my cloak.
You guys killed people together.
Yeah, we've been through some shit, and you saw me shit. That makes us shit brothers, brother.
And we're both followers of the code now.
Yes, the code red.
Listen, a big piece of me thinks that this is just a dream, and I was kind of really thinking that I'm just in the mediciner's office, dazed and on some sort of medicine, until I saw you. But I saw you not too long ago in my real life, so maybe you're still a figment of my imagination, But it's just
that's-
like you're the first one I've seen that from Raspia that I know.
Yeah, I guess the same goes for you. I just hadn't really put much thought behind it.
Hey, yeah, now that you mention it, how do I know that I'm not dreaming and you guys are fake? You all sit there quietly for a moment. Sorry, because what?
I had nothing.
You all sit there sort of murmuring quietly for a moment. And
He's having an existential crisis.
Yeah, I love a convention of solipsists. You know, that's one of my favorite groups of people.
I don't tend to know what you're talking about. Usually, sometimes, Faubert, the blues make me honest. You say a lot of words I don't know. What was the Fultugianism of Baldana? What'd you say?
The convention of solipsists. You know,
Yes,
solipsism. You know, believing that you're the only one in the world and that other people are figments of your... Fuck, am I a solipsist?
Beanie and Trope kind of look at each other like, ugh, this guy. So let's go ahead and do a PRC, shall we?
13. My lucky number.
So, the cloaked figure who was eyeing you when you first walked in, you realize is now standing behind you. The hood is glowing kind of an orangish, and you cannot see into it. You can't see the face. With your perception, you almost recognize the voice. It says, so you guys you over here listening to the bear? Red bear?
Yeah? What's it to you?
Well, I happen to know that a lot of the ideas around here aren't a fan of the bear. I, however, am.
Great for you.
Did you happen to catch the thing he did with, Jojo Coco? Did you catch that?
No. Listen. What?
He did a whole expose. It was pretty cool. I didn't see that, but it was pretty cool. Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, so do you just like talk to strangers at the Interdimensional dive bar often, or?
Well, let's just say when certain strangers pique my interest with certain things. Now, forgive me if I'm mistaken, but aren't you the beige bear? People have been talking about, I think you.
I am the beige bear. I did conflagrate an idea.
Who's your friend here in the nip straps?
That's Eenie.
Yeah. I'm like, I've been like having my face in a glass of red this whole time, just kind of, passively listening, but just like, yeah.
His tongue is child popsicle, color red.
That's canon. So your red nips and red tongue is he cool?
Yeah,
he's cool.
I say
probably. Yeah, he's cooler than most of the people I've met around here.
All right,
which isn't saying much, to be honest. Sorry, Eenie.
Let's do a quick influence test. You two muttering to yourselves over here. Let's do a quick influence test.
Oh, just a little quick influence test. Is that? That's 8.
Dirty 20 with the advantage from the red from earlier.
Look, nice. I can't tell you all the details, but if you're willing to help me out, I might be willing to tell you the location of something very valuable.
Spit it out. You got the cloak. You don't need to be this mysterious. You got the cloak already. Like,
kind of wearing the trope thin, my guy.
Yeah.
The what? Trope says next to you.
Not you.
Thank you. I thought I was kind of
turn a phrase.
Losing some light in the midsection down here. Okay, let's do an influence test to see if he will share his identity.
That's a 10.
9.
Look, there's not really a lot I can do to tell you who I am. Just trust that I'm a mysterious stranger. And I can tell you where something very important is hidden.
Yeah, you said we gotta do something for you?
That's right.
Spit it out. Spit it out.
Well, you see, before I got my start, he breaks into a very long story, but to summarize, he says, well, and so that's how I became involved with the show itself. That said, as you can tell, the villain of that long story was Jojo Coco.
Mm-hmm.
So all you gotta do is you prank Jojo Coco for me. Set up a prank and get him. You know, you don't gotta conflagrate the guy. You just gotta prank him. I'll tell you where to find the teller's quill. I can see you're not gasping.
What's this quill? As we cut to the end of the story, there are like 7 empty glasses and a couple empty shot glasses on the bar in front of Eni.
And Trope is like, wow, that was a long story, but you mean to tell me that with the teller's quill, you can just draw things into existence here in Forspa? Because that's exactly what I'm saying.
What color is this quill? Sounds like is it purple?
It's, I guess I haven't actually technically seen it before.
Oh.
But by its own theory, you could make it purple, I guess. I don't really know how that'd work.
Wait, so if we prank him, we're not actually getting the teller's quill. You're just gonna tell us where the teller's quill is.
That's the ticket. Now you're getting it.
I mean, I'm good for a prank.
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, why the fuck not? You know, we could probably prank him on our way to our other business that we were going to attend to.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Trope's down there winking with you guys, but he has no idea what you're talking about.
Our sort of green business we were getting into, right, Trope?
Yeah, like this one? And he points down to the Tuscan little bright green piglet, the glowing green piglet called B-Dot.
Yeah.
I nailed it again.
In character, real quick, Eni just wants to turn to Foe and be like, you mean to tell me you never heard the children's tales of the purple crayon that was very similar to that quill sounding thing?
Dude, take a bit. That's literally what inspired that.
Of course.
Okay, cool. Well, when next we meet, you guys will embark on your quest to prank Jojo Coco and hopefully learn the location of this teller's quill. But, meantime, I, Ben Han Blackheart.
And I, Bo Diddley.
And I am Justin Kellencast.
And we have been Legends of Raspia.
Raspia.
You did it.
Nice job, guys.
You don't actually have to all scream it at the end, but
I don't know why we wouldn't.
yeah, it sells. Is it just me, or is this void between episodes a bit of a drag? Well, I'll hide Han's dice after this. You know, underappreciated disembodied voiceovers have to keep things lively somehow. Legends of Raspia is brought to you by Bardfox. The game Legends of Raspia is created and designed by Han Blackheart and Rik Tahee. The Raspian mythology is created by Han Blackheart with notable contributions from the collective creators and friends of Bardfox. Eni Ortiz is played by Justin Kellenquist. Faubear Dangodare is played by Rik Tahee. Game moderation and all other characters are played by Mr. Han Blackheart. OLoR is edited and mixed by Rik Tahee. Music written and performed by Han Blackheart. Artwork by Xanthi Blackheart. Links for all the social medias can be found in episode descriptions. And as always, my friends, good luck back there on Earth.